work.
Sounded like an explosion, didn't it?
Dad, how did that happen?
I don't know. I guess.
Too much weight.
No. They're just old dry rod tires. It actually, I thought it had a tube inside. Yeah, the tube blew. Look at that, thing just blew up. Wow. I'll try not to blow anything else up. Well, not off to a real good start today. Today we're going to get some gardening started. A little later than I usually start, but we've had a lot of wet weather and stuff here, so we've got some things planted, but we're going to get those garden towers planted today, and hopefully some of our cool weather stuff. Maybe some carrots and peas and beans and cucumbers and stuff like that. So in order to get started, I need compost, which is back behind the barn, and so I need to transport this up to the front where the gardens are. I started with my lawn tractor and a trailer. Had a flat tire in the trailer, so fixed that. It was super flat, but... And then got ready to come out here, and tractor started smoking. It was gas spraying out of the side of the carburetor, so I have a leak somewhere. There's a plug on the side of it that deteriorated. I got to get a new one. So then I decided to try the Gator. Figured, you know, this thing hasn't run in a while. I've had trouble getting it started. So I figured I'll give it a shot, and it fired right up, started right up. I have no idea what changed. Nothing changed, it just started. So pulled this out, and it had a flat tire, so I aired up all the tires. Well, I don't think I overfilled it, but maybe I did. And then that tire blew up. So I'm just running it with a flat tire, I don't care. My golf cart's broken. Charging issue, I can't figure out the problem with that thing. It just drains, it kills the battery overnight. I just put a brand new battery in it, it just sucks the life out of it. So I got to figure that out. Gator's got a flat tire, it's not running right. Lawn tractor's not running right. I'm running out of things to use around here that work. All right, let's see what happens. The other tire still works. You can see just how absolutely loaded this soil is with worms. I mean, they're just everywhere. Just everywhere in here. Good soil. Use a little bit of peat moss in here for a couple reasons. I want to dry out this compost. It's been so wet, but helps the compost from sticking together quite as much. It clumps together. This compost, it's real sticky. This just helps that a little bit. It also helps with drainage. It'll help the soil drain a little bit better. I already mixed some sand in here, but a little bit of peat moss makes a big difference. I wonder what the pH of compost and peat moss is. So it looks like about 6.5 pH. That's really good soil. That's perfect for most things. Probably a little acidic for bell peppers or potatoes or something like that, but man, is that great for just about everything else. So we've got these green stock garden towers. I'm just going to take these back apart again and top them off a little bit. The soil settled down in here since I filled them. With our compost, you get a lot of weeds that grow, and that's just part of organic gardening here anyway. The stuff that we use is not sterile. It has weed seeds and things in it, and so there's going to be some weeds in here. That's all right. We'll pluck those out as things grow.
Yeah.
And I wanted to grow some like salad greens and stuff in them, so.
So where are you gonna put them?
Right here.
Oh. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't want to carry that.
Yeah.
Somewhere else.
This is it.
That's cool.
Did we get our face masks?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yours is blue.
Can I put it on right now in my video? You should come out and garden with me, and we should wear face masks. All right, so the SSL family mom is going to get these planted as I get them prepared. So we've got some kale and a whole bunch of other kinds of seeds that she'll show you what she's putting in. You can talk. So while the SSL family mom plants those towers, or gets them started, we're gonna get some fresh compost around these apple trees and fruit trees, pear trees, whatever. We don't use any fertilizers or anything, so what I do is I just move the wood chips out to the outside, and you'll get down to some of these fine roots in here, so I try not to disturb stuff too much. Couple scoops, maybe 3-4 shovelfuls of compost around each tree. Spread that out, and then the water will seep down through this and take a lot of the nutrients out of this compost as it breaks down. Worms will be in here and all that good stuff, and it'll take those nutrients down to the roots of the tree. So, and then we'll come back by here. I don't know if I'll get to this today or not, but we'll come back by here with a bunch of wood chips, and we'll re-wood chip around this.
I just finished planting this first tower. It's what I would call like a salad tower, or maybe leafy greens of various sorts, salad, spinach, arugula, beets, kale, and nothing gets planted at this top dish right here. That's just for the water. And now I'm going to take what Greenstock Garden has sent us. It's these worm castings. This especially works good for planting lettuce because you only plant the seeds about a 1/4 inch down, so I'm just going to sprinkle this on top of them, and that'll be perfect. So our first leafy salad garden is planted.
I also put the remainder of the compost and peat moss mix around our teepee trellis. So we put this up last year, and I think it's got another year in it. Sticks are getting a little brittle, but we'll see what happens. We're going to plant a bunch of climbing things, so pole beans and cucumbers and stuff like that around here. Now it's time to get some wood chips around those apple trees. This is all just leftover wood chips from when the tree service comes and dumps. They dump right here and stuff on the edges. There's still a lot of wood chips here, probably enough to do the garden and all the apple trees. So can't forget about these little guys. Can't forget the sign. Well, it's been a couple days since I was finishing up there with the wood chips, and sometimes, you know, I have in my mind all the things I'm going to get done, and then as soon as I get started, I realize that I'm not going to accomplish even half of what I had set out to do because things don't always go the way I'd planned. There's a little cap in here of some sort that I don't know what this is for. It's just a port to something else. I don't know. The little plug came off and it was just squirting fuel out onto the exhaust, so that was not good. So I had to shut this off. Then I got the gator out. The gator had been just sitting out here because it hasn't started in a month. And so I figured, you know what the heck, I'll try to get this thing going. I fired it right up and it started up. And so I took it out, backed it out, and then I realized that there was a flat tire on it. Well, these tubes, these tires have inner tubes in them. They're all dry rotted out. They're super old tires, so they were leaking and everything. So, you know, we put some inner tubes in there and they've been working just fine. Well, I must have overinflated the tire because it exploded out there at the greenhouse. And then after that night, I parked it in here, and then the other tire must have exploded overnight or just leaked all out. So the inner tubes are totally shot, the tires are totally shot. So I ordered 2 new tires for this. So this is sitting here. I can't even move it out of here right now. I'm gonna have to use the tractor to get it out of the way. So I was able to get quite a bit done with a flat tire on that Gator. I mean, even though, you know, it has an extra tire on that side, so I guess it ran just fine with a flat. But sometimes that's just how the day goes. But I was able to get a lot done. We moved these garden towers up to the patio, which is pretty cool. I got them out of the greenhouse. I just think it'd be a lot nicer up here. And so I've got one there, and then another one right over here. And I'd like to get a couple more, actually. I could put another one in the center and then one up by the house. But you can grow an enormous amount of stuff in these towers, just about as much as I can grow in a raised bed like this. So you think about that, I mean, that's a lot of gardening space that you get in basically what is just like an 18-inch square foot area on your patio. So it's really nice. We've got all these planted out except for this one. We'll plant this one out here this week. These are filled with all kinds of things, leafy greens and salad greens, and I think the SSL Family Mom went through a few of those things that we planted. But the rest of what needed to be done isn't finished. I've got more to plant. I've got a raised bed to build. I've got a bunch of tomatoes and stuff over there, peppers that need to be planted back in here. And so a lot of work to do for another day. So hopefully you guys enjoyed a little day on the homestead here. We've got a lot more garden plants to do. We're a little bit late. I'd like to have a lot of this stuff done about 2 weeks ago, but it's okay. We'll get it in the ground. It'll grow just fine. Don't forget to hit thumbs up on today's video and stick around for lots more gardening and planting and how-tos and fixing things. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.